One thing is for us at the disability sector is to raise more awareness. And information is very important. And awareness that should go right down to the communities. I think that has been shared this morning, that it's not only the work of the government in trying to combat this, I can say this disease or this challenge. And it's everybody's job. And it has to go right down to the community. So I think from us, in order to do this, we have to tailor-made the awareness or the educational training into right down to the community, so that, as you're aware, that we have challenges. Persons with disabilities have different challenges, and they can be very high risk to this. They can be vulnerable to substance abuse because of their challenges. For example, because of, as been shared, it can be a coping mechanism for them in trying to solve this like anxiety and all these things that usually come up with persons with disabilities. And they can turn to drugs to help them. But so when we have information trickling down, right down to the community, it can help us. For us, we have persons with disabilities, and then we have the carers, and of course the family. And these are the people that should be trained or should be made educated on this. How can we assist persons with disabilities for them not to take drugs? And on the other side, we should have a proper support mechanism. Say, for example, because mostly we have the support mechanism in the urban areas, when we should also have this in the community. I'm speaking mostly because of what we are facing at the ground and at the grassroots level, the community. And we are so thankful to the CSOs, the NGOs, that the work that they are doing in the community. And I think that we should tailor-made this training, so this like for us, like the communication, the communication of this of the awareness when it comes to the visibility, when it comes to the reasonable accommodation that should be provided to persons with disabilities, so that they can understand and they can also be told. Because if information is not full information, it's just like it's not good information. Information should be full information should be taken right down to them. If they take drugs, what can they have? As you're aware that information is power. So when they have this kind of information, they can refrain from them from taking drugs. And I'm talking about the support system. For example, because of our vulnerability, due to the poverty, due to unemployment, and those things that can make us to take drugs, so that we can help us in whatever that we want in life. So the support system, for example, like if we can have that in the community, in terms of peer group support, we usually have that in the urban areas. Some of those that have, we have an organization within the disability sector which is called the Psychiatric Survivors Association. So the psychiatric, those who have survived from psychiatric, from psychosocial disability, they usually come together every Thursdays, and they come and sit down and they talk about it. How can they help? How can they reach out to the community? And I think these things should be going right down to the community. We should have a very clear referral pathways, especially for someone that is, what are the signs, what are the symptoms, so that people in the community can understand, oh, this person is taking drugs, or this person is something is because of drugs, something like that. And when we have that in the community, and then we have the support mechanism to support them, so that they can get counseling, so that they can hear stories, how people have survived from the drugs, those drugs, those using drugs. So I can just start off with that. Those are some of the things that we can need. And secondly, we should have accessibility in terms of infrastructure when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to whatever the services provided by the government. We should be accessible to that. Because sometimes, because of our disability, sometimes we cannot access those services, even though they are there, because of the infrastructure, the buildings and things like that. So it should be accessible so that we can go reach out there. And because of we've been sometimes we can be discriminated, but then we should have those kind of mechanism, should have those kind of things in place, so that we can also have the much information on the drugs abuse, what area drugs abuse. Thank you.